Alright, so too many people assume or at least act like farming is the only way to go for making money. Like farming for how many hours, farming piñas. That's only one source of income, you know? So I'll be showing you few methods that are being used by newbies, new players, up to the pros. Alright, so let's go start. Alright, are you ready? So first and foremost, for all the new players there, this is what you need to do. Pick every chest that you get by, let's say for example, pressing the letter U on your keyboard, and make sure to click all the keys and chests from 60 to 300 and same. Now your looter pet will pick every key and every chest from 60 to 300. Open those chests. Like if you have time, you can just leave them alone because it's automatic right now. Before, you need to click one chest, one key at a time, but now you can actually just AFK and let it open by itself. Now, you can also sell the sunstones and moonstones that you have looted or picked. So that's one. Another one is actually you can pick up the element cards, because especially people use element cards to upgrade the element on their weapon, on their shield, and on their set. So that's one. The next one is actually farming piñas. That's actually very simple. Piñas and red chips. So most likely, let's go first to the Coral Island. Can buy a ticket in the bath bunk. So it drops red chips and piña, at least 1 million. Next place, aside from the Coral Island, is the Forgotten Island. So if you're going to farm piña, I would suggest that you buy a banana, a zombie brain, and the Eye of Fra charm. So it gives you additional piña rate. So I'll give you an example so you have an idea what's going to happen if you're going to use it. Piña plus 15% for the zombie brain, 15% from the eye, and from the banana is 25%. Also for PvE set, it will give you 15% as well. If you check, I'm getting almost 2 million piña per mob. It also drops mantis. You can actually pick that up. You can also sell it as well. You can actually go to the shade, and the ticket for that can be bought from players, or you can just go ahead and take a quest for it. So this is what the ticket looks like. So Shade Rift, and this is what Shade Rift looks like. The mobs here are all aggressive as well, and they hit a lot. So make sure that at least you have at least an entry set for your AoE farmer. If you see, I'm getting around 3.1 million, 3.3 million, 3.2 million. So here in Shade Iblis, the mobs here goes up like from 300 to 350, and there's actually a boss here as well. Alright, and another place to farm piña and red chips is I've actually shown this from another video, but I'll show it here. It's on the Decane Mine. You need to enter here. So the best place where to farm in Decane Mine is actually the blue roaches, because the blue roaches have a mini boss. So you would need to have a roach wake thing. So you would need to have quest item that you can use to open those things so that the mini boss shows up. And another thing, you need to be at least level 300 and not more than 300. The next one is collect. Being a collector is actually profitable as well. So what you need to do is make sure that you reach level 150, because you can only use the collector if you reach 150. Now make sure that you have moonstones, because you need to upgrade your collector up until +5, because if doing so, it will collect faster. Use the battery and make sure you're inside the collector field. There's actually fences around, so you can only collect within that parameter. Now most people do is actually they open multiple windows, multiple characters to collect. Now, let's say for example, this one, I got an orange juice on my first collect. So, anyways, what do you actually do for the things that you collect? You actually exchange it from this NPC. Alright, aside from those I've mentioned, the one thing that you can actually do as well to earn is during events. Like let's say for example the Easter event, Dark Hearts event, which is the on the Valentine's event, the Halloween event, and there's actually also the Christmas event. So that's actually the times that I would suggest you farm a lot, because the quest items that are being dropped is actually sellable to players, because they use that, or you can use that as to trade items on an NPC event. Alright, another thing as well is farming. You actually farm soul fragments by killing bosses. I've actually uploaded a video for it. So what we do here is kill bosses, and it gives you soul fragments, and soul fragments can be used as one of the currencies in the game. Soul fragments, I think it's 1 parent or 1.2 parents per soul fragment, so that's actually it. Alright, the next one is actually farming ES in Cove and Catacombs. So I'll give you an example. So we're getting crystal enchant scroll. So 999 pieces of those scrolls is actually I think right now is 500 parents. You can also use a one-on-one damager like an Ado can do that, but it would be better if you're going to use AoE damager. AoE means area damager. Five. Sixth hit. 7th hit. Run. On the 7th hit, run. Once he calls your name, just run around until your name fades. Once it fades, you go back attacking again. So what we got after killing the Cove boss, which is a Meteor, is the Crystal Enchant Success Scroll. It's actually 20 parents to 25 parents for each. Sometimes it drops PvE items like Priest, Archmage, Deadshot. So those level 300 sets. Alright, the next method is actually what we call the market strategy. So most of the people are doing this. So what we do is actually buy and sell. Now buy and sell is actually simple. You just need to look for rush items that are being sold in the lowest prices. Like you can actually see them through going to the market, which is in the same morning, or either on the Discord channel or either on the shop. What you need to do is to have 3 things. Number 1 is actually capital. Capital is the appearance you have that you don't use that you can pay for the rush item. Number 2, time. You need time, because if you're going to sell it in a normal price, or depending on the demand, you might skyrocket the price depending on the demand. You really need time. Number 3 is actually the important thing, patience. Because if you don't have patience, like I'm gonna sell it in a rush price too, I just wanna get back my money. So that's actually the most important thing, patience. Because if you have patience, you can sell it later on the normal price, which you will gain, or maybe on a time where it's on high demand and you can sell it on a higher price. So that's actually what is buy and sell. So anything would do. Items, awakes, fashions, be it. Alright, lastly, but surely everyone knows this, it's actually donating. Donation is actually done through the website. You just go to www.infinityflyff.com. You need to log in and you need to donate there. You need to at least have a payment method like a card, debit or credit card. Now, once you've donated, you get what we call an IP. So this IP, you can use it to buy things, items in the item mall on the website. So what you usually do is either you actually sell your IP. So most people sell it by shouting. So for example, I have an IP, I sell it to people. They tell me what to buy in the item mall and they pay me with parents when I trade the items to them. So that's actually one way. And the last thing is gambling. So this is actually not the main thing for new players, but this is actually what pro players do, is to gamble, because they have a lot of parents to waste. So from the word gamble itself, either you win or you lose money or you gain more money. So gambling means that buying the epic awake scroll and awaking pet, and awakes have their own prices. You can actually check it. I'll put the link on the price guide on the description below. So yeah, that's actually it. Again, this is not advisable to new players, especially if you don't have any extra appearance, unless if you're a donator. If you donate and you buy epic awake scroll through the item mall, that's okay. But if you're a new player, you're doing play to earn, so like you farm a lot, you need to build your items. Instead of building your items, you gamble. So that's actually not advisable, but it actually depends with you, because in the end of the day, you're the one who's playing. You're the one who's having fun. Alright, you guys, that's it for today. See you next time.